करू नंतर.
Yes.
3, 2, 1, start.
Hello student, this is Professor Pramod Magade, working as an assistant professor in Zeal College of Engineering and Research, Pune. I welcome you all for the session on introduction and application of the gearboxes. Now before start the gearbox, I would like to ask one question to you, that is, just imagine when vehicle is running with the constant speed, what will happen? Many more things are happen, as like we cannot run the vehicle in the traffic. There might be chances of the creating accident during vehicle taking turn. Vehicle cannot be run on the climbing hills. So these are the problems that can be overcome only by the gearbox. So it means gearbox is a device which can maintain or which can control fast or slow speed as per the requirement of the vehicle. So for that purpose we are using gearbox. As a result of this, the torque output is always inverse function of speed. Means if gear reduction is there, speed is reduced, the torque is tremendously increased, and vice versa. So such kind of the things are happen. Before learning the gearbox, I would like to tell you about the gears, because gear are the integral part of the gearbox. Now I'll tell you what is gear. Gear is nothing but it is a pulley like structure. On its periphery, the series of teeth are situated, and when the two gears teeth are arranged in a such a way that it can run or it can allow to turn one another very easily for transmitting power and motion. So in case of the gearbox, we can see it is a box which we called as housing, and in that housing the gears of various pairs are situated with respect to shaft. Now important is that what type of gears are used. So first of all, we'll have to use spur gear, helical gear, bevel gear, worm gear, rack and pinion, and so on. Now we'll have to learn what will be the criteria to select this gear. So major criteria is shaft layout. Now see, when shafts are arranged parallel to each other, so these are the two shafts on which gear is situated, which is the bigger part, pinion is situated, which is the smaller part, and it can be the mesh and transmit the power and motion. Now for parallel shaft arrangement, there are the particular gears are used as like spur, helical, double helical, that we called as herringbone gear, rack and pinion, internal gear. So these are under this criteria. Then when shaft are having axis perpendicular to each other, in that criteria we'll have to use bevel gear. So bevel pinion as well as bevel gear is there, having frustum like structure. So it, towards apex its size is reduced. So it can be used for transmitting 90-degree motion. Next will be non-intersecting perpendicular shaft axis. In that worm gear is situated. And lastly, non-intersecting, non-perpendicular spiral gears are situated. So these are the basic criteria for selecting the gear. Now let us move toward the gearbox. What is gearbox? Gearbox nothing but it is a mechanical method which can convert the energy from one device to another device by assembling the parameter or components like shaft, keys, gears, bearings, etc. So here gearbox can be defined in the two parts, gear reducer or gear increment. So where there is a speed increment is there, we can call as a overdrive. When there is a speed reduction, we called as a gear reduction. So these are the basic gear boxes are there. Gearboxes are used in various electromechanical devices, like it can be used in mining, it can be used in industries, it can be used in agricultures, construction, of course. At last, we can use in automobile also. So these are the various application of the gearbox. The transmission, you can see on the structure. The transmission is very important because in automotive, the gearbox is played major role for the transmission. Actually, in a total drive system, in automobile drive system, which includes the gearboxes, clutch, propeller shaft, differential, and then output drive, through which power can be transmitted from engine to directly wheel. So this kind of the procedure will occur in transmission. Now there are many more gearboxes. In a gearbox, it is very important to note that the gear ratios are there. So gear ratio means what? It will avoid or prevent the slippage between the gear. You can see on the screen the gearboxes are situated which is having some gear ratio. How to calculate gear ratio? Suppose number of teeth on gear is suppose 60 and number of teeth on pinion, which is smaller part, having 30. So it has having 2:1 gear ratio. It means that when one gear rotates, at to cover same distance for the pinion, it has to rotate 2 times. So likewise, we'll have to increase or reduce the speed in case of the gearbox. Now, as per the number of stages I told you, you can see on the structure, there are the single stage gearbox, also multi-stage. Single stage means what? To the input of the shaft, whatever be the prime mover speed, that can be changed directly another end of the shaft. That will be the output. But in case of the multi-stage gearbox, number of shafts are using. Generally, two-stage gearbox can be used for the two-wheeler, four-wheelers. In that case, the input shaft transmit the energy and torque to the intermediate shaft, and through the intermediate shaft, it can be transmitted to the output. So there are the various pairs are situated over there. You can see on the screen, the helical gears are situated over there. Now, helical gears, generally it has having angle 15 to 30 degree with respect to having thread angle 15 to 30 degree with respect to their axis, so that it can be gradually maintain the contact through which maximum torque can be achieved by this. And generally for car, bikes, we'll have to use gearboxes, helical gearbox. Basically what happened, some sudden axial thrust will come at the time of the helical gearbox. So in that case, we'll have to reduce by using double helical gear or herringbone gear. So likewise, the things are there in case of the gearbox. Now gearbox can be classified in two parts. First is industrial gearbox, second one is a automobile gearbox. In case of the industrial, I would like to suggest it is just as a medium between the motor and output shaft. As like it can be used in conveyor, it can be used in machines, it can be used in mills, paper machines, elevators. So this daily use can be done. This kind of the daily use, for that purpose we'll have to use gearbox in the industry. Second type, in case of automobile gearbox, we can say that it can transmit the power and motion with respect to torque from driving to driven wheel very easily. So in this case, in automobile, generally we can say, take an example, the different machines are running on a different speed, but the prime mover speed is always constant. Example, 1 HP motor having running at 1440 rpm. So in that case, as per the application, we need to decide either we need to increase the speed or reduce the speed. So gearbox is required over there. Now there are various kinds of gearbox, as like sliding mesh gearbox, synchro mesh gearbox, constant mesh gearbox, and etc. So these are the gearbox which you can see. So this is the four-wheeler gearbox which you have seen on the screen. It can having input and output speed directly reduced through the arrow you can see on the screen. Now this is called as a types. Now there is a most important question from the student side, that which type of the gearbox is used for the vehicles. Very simple. It depends on the structure of the vehicle, load carrying capacity of the vehicle. Generally for heavy duty vehicle, as like truck, tractor, bus, Volvos, for that we'll have to use sliding mesh gearbox. Why? Because sliding mesh gearbox having capability to change the gear with respect to low speed very easy, and it is having more load on the teeth. So there will be the less damage of the teeth. Due to that, we'll have to use sliding mesh gearbox. But in case of the car, bikes, two-wheelers, we'll have to use synchro mesh gearbox, because it has having capability to change the gear very easily in case of low as well as high speed. So these are the just structure about the gearboxes. Now you can see on the screen, there are the gearboxes. The spur gears are used over here, which will transmit the rotation, motion, and torque to to the outer drive by operating kick. So these are the things. Now bevel gear is also situated over here. The कसं होईल माहिती आहे, दोन हे जोडले तर चांगली येईल.